Heights Falcons and your Northwest Grizzlies. We're going to take it right to the pregame show after this quick timeout. Stay with us for the pregame show with head coach Bobby Berbieska. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
This is the Goal for Goal pregame show with head coach Bobby Berbieska. A review of our last game and a look at today's contest, sponsored by the Goal for Goal soccer camps. And now, here's the coach.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Goal for Goal pregame show with our head coach, Coach Bobby Berbieska. It's been a while since we've talked. We didn't get together before our last webcast because of the schedule, and then the most recent webcast got rained out. So it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a chance to visit, and we can go back a little ways and visit.
It's good to be back. I think I enjoy talking to you, and maybe we can give us some luck for tomorrow, maybe.
Luck is something we have not had much in abundance. I will say that. It has been a crazy year so far this year.
Well, I think one thing I do like about this group is they still work hard. And I think with our record, somebody else might give up. But these kids don't give up. And I like to think that we haven't found our peak yet. And so right now we're working toward developing a good squad that can help us out in the regionals coming up in about 2.5 weeks.
The record obviously is not what you wanted it to be. Two wins out of 10 games so far in the season, but there have been games that where with one lucky bounce or two, we could have won those games.
Yeah, we're in the mix. I look back at the South High tournament with Garden City. We're up 2-0, and then all of a sudden we end up losing 4-3, and then with South, just our last game, it's 0-0, and we played a very good half, and all of a sudden we kind of lost momentum in the second half, and they scored 4 goals, and we scored 1. So, yeah, we have a difficult time putting 80 minutes together. We're either good on defense or we're good on offense, but we just can't put 80 minutes of good offense and good defense. And
part of that is that we do have some young players who are out there in the starting roles, but even with that, it's just, the chemistry just hasn't come together yet.
No, and then look at South. I think first half we should have scored and just missed by inches, and in the second half our defense seemed to make silly mistakes. They scored like 2 goals within 8 or 9 minute gap, and that's not good. But I think we're still good. I think Chris Cooper came up late in the season, and I think he's going to help us get some wins.
I'm going to look back at the game that, quite frankly, I thought was an upset on our part, and that is the night we beat Bishop Carroll at home, 2-1, albeit it was a shortened game because of the weather, but we were on the entire game.
Yeah, that was a game where we play a good team, and it's been a couple of years since I've beaten Mike Skaggs.
It's been a while.
So that was a sweet win. But, no, that was a good team, and we played well. Bishop played well. That game could have gone either way, but, Carlson hit that goal right at the right time, second half, and I was very proud of the boys. That was a great win for us.
And had the game been full-time, and we only got to play like 7 minutes in the second half, if we had played the entire 40 minutes in the second half, the way we were playing, I don't think the outcome would have been any different.
No, I think, like I said, that was one of our best games. Now, a game that many people probably didn't see was a Washburn game at Topeka, where I thought that's where we started to click and played against a team that was always going to Final Four. We were right with them till late in the second half. then they beat us 3-1. So we're in every mix of the game. We just need to play a better defense toward the end.
Let's look ahead a little bit here. We got Heights High at their place. They're coming to the game 7-1. They've got a real stud scorer. We've got our work cut out for us here in this next contest.
Well, I think Monty Al-Maliki is a talented player. He's their leading scorer. I believe he's got like 9 or 10 goals. And then there's another guy named Kobe Marth. He's probably got 6 or 7 goals. Those two kids, they make that team a good team. And so we have to contain these two guys. But, we ran into Black over there at the Cape, and I thought he is the best in the city right now.
There's no question.
I think we held him to 1 goal, 1 assist. So we're capable of marking people. Number 12, for example, from Southeast, a great forward. And I believe he got maybe 1 assist against us. But if we make our minds up to play good defense, we're good.
There's no question about that. And it's going to take defense to beat a team like Heights. Teams that have real high-scoring forwards, we're going to have to play some stellar defense in order to beat them.
Well, our team has the makeup of kids that work hard. And we don't have a Blake Arntz like we had a couple of years ago. But Carlson has stepped it up, and I think in the games he's played, he's scored. So we're the kind of team that if we can get 1 goal, 2 is great, and defend well, then we could get good results.
And they are fun to watch. Win, lose, or draw, this has been a fun group to watch this year.
Yeah, it's made me work, I'll tell you that. But I love the kids, and they know that we got work ahead of us, and nobody's giving up. That's what I like of the character of this group, and nobody's giving up. We're hanging in there. Nobody's quit, and maybe we can start with Heights and start something new.
And, the best thing about the way soccer and every sport is set up with Keisha here in Kansas, at the end of the regular season, everybody is 0-0, and it may be harder to get to the end if you struggled during this season, but there's no reason we can't go deep into the playoffs.
Well, the team knows that we got to come up the hard way, and I like our schedule. There isn't an easy game. We've seen that this year. There is not an easy game, and so we're looking forward to getting it together and getting good results, and hopefully wherever we meet in the regionals, we can get a W.
Got to start a winning streak sometime, and there's no better time than tonight against Heights High.
That's right. I hope we get a good crowd. I know Heights always does well, and it's good that we're playing at Heights. We're playing on turf, so nothing's new for us, and I hope we all show up. I hope the parents show up.
We'll find out here in about 2 hours.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Head coach Bobby Berbieska on the Goal for Goal pregame show. Stay tuned after this quick timeout for the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the Heights Falcons. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 5A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long in battle after battle. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit number 19 Memorial Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford, we're better, we're proving it, you be the judge. And by Fleeson, Gooing, Colson, and Kitch Attorneys, we believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Emerson Biggins, 808 East Douglas. Come visit Emerson Biggins and enjoy the great food, cold brews, and hospitality of Luis Lopez and his staff today. Also by ABC Discount Wine and Spirits and the Humidor, with 5 convenient locations to serve you, including 8550 West 21st Street. By Aerotech Engineering in Mays, serving customers that rank among the world's largest manufacturers of civilian and military aircraft. Aces Engineering of Wichita, providing expertise in mechanical, electrical, and plumbing engineering. And by the law firm of Dugan and Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trust. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now to the field, and your host, Kevin Arkin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Todd Taylor, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Falcon Stadium, pardon me, on the campus of Heights High School, where tonight the Grizzlies will take on the Falcons in a Greater Wichita Athletic League contest. Tough night tonight for the Grizzlies. They take on a team 7-1 coming into this one. Grizzlies have struggled this year. They are 2-7-1 on the season, coming off a rather disappointing loss at South last Thursday after being tied at halftime at 0. Gave it up and ended up losing the game 4-1 in the second half. Last Tuesday was probably their best outing of the season. Pardon me a moment. I didn't start choking up until we went live. Their best outing of the season was last Tuesday against Bishop Carroll in what was a rain-shortened game. They beat the Golden Eagles 2-1. First time we've beaten Bishop Carroll in several years, as you no doubt heard on the pregame show with head coach Bobby Brybieska. So it's been an up-and-down season so far, and hoping to begin a winning streak to kind of gear themselves up for the playoffs is what we're hoping that the Grizzlies are able to do, starting right here, right now, tonight. They play Heights here tonight. We're at home Thursday against North High, and if you check your schedule, that is a game that was originally scheduled to be webcast, and that webcast has been scrubbed. There will be no webcast on Thursday from home against North, so you'll need to come out and watch the Grizzlies live. We're awaiting the introductions of the players. Give you an idea of what the conditions are like tonight. It is extremely windy, wind out of the west, blowing across the field. It is blowing the ball away from us as you look at it. It is raining at the moment. It is raining lightly. It has been raining lightly for about a half an hour. It came down in buckets during the JV game. And the JV Grizzlies took it on the chin tonight, falling to Heights by a score of 9-0. We're going to turn it over to the PA announcer, pardon me, again, for the starting lineups just as soon as we're ready here. They're getting ready to come out. Brian Bauer, the center referee, is leading them out. And let's turn it over to the PA.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wichita Heights High School for tonight's soccer match featuring the visiting Northwest Grizzlies and your Heights High Falcons. At this time, would you please rise and face the north as we celebrate the greatest nation in the world with her national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what a world we live at twilight's last gleaming, whose lights and bright stars through the perilous fight forever we watch. And now, let's meet your starting lineups, beginning with the Grizzlies of Northwest High School. In goal, Chris Collins. Number 4, Zane Bizarre. Number 5, Jack Fitcham. Number 6, William Gomez. Number 8, Enrique Morales. Number 9, Sam Mueller. Number 10, Gerardo Rivera. Number 11, Misael Rivera. Number 14, Carson Hart. Number 16, Perron Ramos. And wearing number 18, Caleb Blaine. They are led by longtime legendary coach Bobby Brieska, assisted by Austin Clifton and Arthur Shook. And now, let's meet your Heights High Falcons. Beginning in goal, Zach Wells. Number 2, Faisal Hassar. Number 5, Malik Siam. Number 6, Zayd Semai. Wearing number 7, Monty Amavici. Number 10, Anthony Cuevas. Wearing number 15, Dylan Perry. Number 16, Dave Franco. Number 17, Kobe Mark. Number 18, Emiliano Canuelos. And wearing number 22, Evan Dixon. They are led by head coach Dylan Beagle, assisted by Carly Smith and Cliff Fox.
There's the starting lineups for tonight's contest as given by the PA announcer, and I don't know if you were able to hear them or not. I will give you ours again. In goal is Chris Cooper. Number 4, Zane Bisker. 5, Jack Fincham. 6, William Gomez. 8, Enrique Morales. Sam Mueller, number 9. 10 is Vegas Guevara. Maceo Rifas is number 11. Carson Arndt, number 14. Ernesto Ortiz, back after an injury, is back in the lineup tonight. I'm going to make sure I'm telling you that right, because he was doubtful for tonight's game, but I don't see him on the bench. We'll assume he's out there. Heron Messi Ramos, number 16, and Caleb Blaine, number 18, rounds out the starting lineup for the Grizzlies here tonight. It's going to be a tough webcast for yours truly because I am literally the only one up here, and as such, I have to do everything myself. So we're going to do the best we can and make the best of it going forward. You will not hear me tell you much about the Heights Falcons, as I'm going to have a hard enough time keeping up with our own players. But we will make do with what we have and hope you enjoy the webcast such as it is. Getting ready for the opening kickoff. And we are underway here at Heights High. Long one deep into the Grizzly end of the field. Not wasting any time getting down there are the Falcons, and this one now cleared back and up in the direction of Carson Arndt at midfield. And regained there by the Falcons. Now the Grizzlies with it. A pass goes out of play by Messi Ramos. It'll be a throw-in for the Falcons. And instantly it's deep into Grizzly territory. It'll go over the goal line, and that should be a corner kick as it was tapped out of play by William Gomez. Windy and wet. That's the story for tonight weather-wise. And very warm. Temperature in the 80s at kickoff. This one's going to go out of play, and it will belong to Heights. And this one kicked out of play again. This just isn't getting it done, folks. You know, it's hard to do camera when you're doing everything else. It's just the way it is. This is a multi-purpose field here at Heights High. This one's going to roll all the way back to Cooper. He'll pick it up and have a goalkeeper distribution. Nice punt by Cooper all the way out to midfield. Headed back by Heights, though. And the Falcons maintain control near the midfield stripe. Grizzlies getting it back. And here's a rush coming now for the Falcons as they bring it down deep into Grizzly territory. There's a header to clear it away and finally sent out toward midfield. This one goes all the way back to Cooper. He'll pick it up and distribute it again. Out to Caleb Blaine. Blaine dishes it to Mueller. And now trying to bring it upfield, but it's taken away there by the Falcons. If you're watching the Falcons, the one to watch is number 7. He's the big gun. Throw incoming here for the Grizzlies right below us, and the player is out of sight, unfortunately. We can't do much about that because of our camera angle. That's the portion of the field we can't see, is right on the near touchline. This one will go to Northwest. Sam Mueller to do it. Nope, he's going to dish it off to Vegas. And he throws it in. Out of play this time, it belongs to Heights, and here they go. No score if you just joined us. Northwest and Heights in a very unusual weather situation here for October. It is very warm. It's still summer weather. The only difference is that since the game has begun, fog is rolling in. We had rain during the JV game, and now we're getting foggy here. And we have an offside call. It's all going to come back. It's going to be a Grizzly free kick. From about the 15, and out it goes towards center. Heights gets it back. Now the Grizzlies have it. And the pass all the way over here to Vegas is intercepted. But Sam Mueller's there to recover it. And he'll send it out to center. Fisker sends one across. Falcons get it back. And here they go. Carson Art over there takes it away. Nice job, Carson. And that's going to be a Falcon throw-in. And the Falcons sub in a player. They bring in Gabe Franco, number 16. Benches are on the near side. You can't see the benches because they're below our camera angle. And a nice clear that time by the Grizzly defense all the way back to Zach Wells, the goalkeeper for Heights High, the senior. This one's going to go all the way back to Cooper. He'll pick it up, and we'll do it all over again. Sends it out here to center, and Heights sends it right back to Cooper. Easy pickup for Chris, and he'll bring it out again. Sends one in the air towards center. Headed forward. Vegas there. Can't get it. There's a centering pass, a shot blocked by the defense. And there's a long one that's going to go wide to the left, and that will be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. We're going to take a 30-second timeout and a 60-second timeout. We'll be right back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, Playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back underway, Grizzlies just had a free kick on a foul, sending it wide there on the far side. All the way back, and Zach Wells will play it. We took that break to rearrange furniture here so we can hopefully get you a better picture. At center. Heights sending it forward. This one's going to go out of play. It should be a Grizzly throw-in, and it is. They play it in quickly to Vegas. Now up on the near side, right below us here. And Kike unable to keep it. But a throw in for the Grizzlies anyway. Vegas will throw it in from midfield. And it comes to Visker. Zane sends it back to Sam Mueller. Now Mueller all the way across. A lot of room over there. And there's a long pass broken up there by Sam Mueller. Nice play to get the ball back that time by the defense. This one's going to go out of play, though. It'll be a throw-in for Heights High. 30 minutes remaining here in the first half. No score between the Grizzlies and the Falcons. Very small crowd here tonight. The weather keeping everybody home. Both schools are webcasting tonight. Oh, here's a chance for Heights High, and a shot goes wide to the right of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. Both Heights and Northwest webcasting tonight, so all of their community stayed home. And they've decided this is going to be a corner kick instead. Into the air it goes, loose in front of the goal, still up there, popping around. And finally cleared out of play for a throw-in, and that's probably the best defensive play of the night right there, just to get it out of danger. Throw-in coming. Goes all the way back to Chris Cooper, and he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Substitutions coming in here for the Falcons. Malik Saim, Jonathan Perez, and Gabe Franco all coming in for the Falcons. Play resumes on the far side. This one goes out of play. Heights working on a rush here. There's the guy, and over the top of everything for a goal kick. That's Monty Al-Maliki. I didn't pronounce it right. Yeah, I did. Monty Al-Maliki is his name. He's their leading scorer. Wears number 7. Over here to the near side comes. Heights bringing it up. There's a long one that gets past Vegas. Nice give and go that time. Cooper couldn't clear it, or couldn't corral it, I should say, so the defense clears it. And a quick throw in now for Heights. There's a shot that Cooper gets a hand on. Falls on it, still loose. It finally goes onto the track, and it will be a throw in for Heights. No score, Grizzlies and Falcons, 26:30 remaining. Here's a chance for Heights, a shot and a save by Cooper. Al-Maliki gets a shot and a score. Picked up a loose ball, did Al-Maliki, and just like that, puts it in. Heights leads 1-0. Grizzlies will kick off, and they do, and we are back at it. This one goes out of play on the far side, near the far corner. It'll be a throw in for Heights. Heights brings it up on the near side. And a nice job there by Sam Mueller to break up the play. Heights has it at their own 40. Now into the circle it comes, and nice job that time by Morales to get the ball. Gives it to Caleb Blaine. Blaine bringing it forward. Carson Arndt chips it wide. Grizzlies might have something going here. Now it's tapped out of play by Heights. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest and gives it Heights a chance to get its troops back. Centering play. There's a shot. Off the crossbar by Zane Visker. It will be a corner kick. Wells did get a hand on it before it hit, and I think it hit the upper crossbar, the football crossbar. So it'll be a corner kick for Northwest. Their first opportunity at a set piece here. And out it comes towards center. There's a shot off the crossbar again. And this time it'll be a goal kick, so that was off the soccer crossbar. But two good chances there for Northwest here in the first half. Tony Solis comes in, number 21 for the Grizzlies on a substitution. And he will give Messi Ramos a chance to get a break. Mueller fighting forward at center. On the far side now, Carson Arndt gets it. He tries to send one forward to Solis, but Solis couldn't get to it. It'll go out of play. It will stay with Northwest on a throw-in. In it comes. Northwest starting to press here. This is a good sign. This is a long one that will go all the way over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick for Heights. Heights will send it over here to the near side. And Grizzlies get it back momentarily, but then Heights takes it right back. This one goes out of play. That should belong to Northwest, and it does. Rivas will throw it in. In it comes. Heights is going to sub a couple players in here. Coming in for Heights is Diego Ramirez and Kobe Marth, numbers 13 and 17 respectively. Heights will have the throw in on the far side of the field. And they'll throw it in with about 22 minutes remaining here in the first half of a scoreless tie. I'm sorry, 1-0 Grizzlies trail. Excuse me. Heights trying to work it in deep into Grizzly territory. The ball's been in the air for a while. Now it's on the ground finally. And Grizzlies take it back. Blaine sends it up on the near side. Overleads Guevara with it. And Heights has it go out of play off of them. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. Sam with it. He'll send it up towards center. Nobody was there, though. Bisker with it. He can't get it to a white shirt. This is going to go all the way back to Chris Cooper. And Cooper will have a goalkeeper distribution. Nice trap over there by Fincham. And here come the Grizzlies. Morales with it, looking for some help. Finally feeds it back. Blaine sends it over here to Visker. Visker sends one through, threading the needle, gets by two defenders, but not the third. Vegas sends one toward the penalty area, but it's headed back. Blaine to Solis, and Heights gets it back again, and here they come. At the 20, the 15, the 10. Oh, a guy got through, and the ball overled him. Thank you very much. There's a long shot. It's going to go wide and be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. This goal kick brought to you by Mel Hambledon Ford, 11771 West Kellogg at the big corner of 119th Street West and US 54. We thank Lisa Hambledon, Phil Nightingale, and all the friendly folks at Mel Hambledon Ford for their support of Grizzly soccer. Out towards center on the goal kick, where Heights will head it out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest over there. In front of the sparse gathering of spectators. All the spectators are on that side of the field, as the benches are over here by us. And we have a foul, I believe, called on Heights, and it'll be a free kick for Northwest. From the 47 on the football mark. There's a long one looking for a header, a tap in, and score! Grizzlies get the score. Carson Arndt gets the assist. I'll be honest with you, I am not 100% sure who got the goal. We'll see if they announce it. Thought it might have been Andrew Fisher, but I honestly I'm not sure. Heights will kick off. Grizzlies have tied it here. With 18 to go here in the first half, Grizzlies tie it up. And there's a trip called on Heights. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Looks like Sam Mueller's going to take the free kick. There it goes, a long one, and Wells almost had it go over his head. Wells is a pretty tall lad, or that might have had goal written on it. Nice idea that time by Sam Mueller. Throw in for Heights now. Heights with it at midfield, now bringing it into Northwest territory. Chris Cooper, an easy save, and he'll bring it out to distribute. And sends it out to center to Morales, who gets a head on it, but it goes to a red shirt. Falcons playing in their red and black striped jerseys as the home team today. That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. And after the goal was scored, Trent McMeekin is number 3 who just came into the game. He is a late roster addition, and I mean late. He wasn't on anybody's rosters up here in the press box until 5 minutes before game time. So we congratulate Trent McMeekin for his addition to the varsity squad. Heights will have a throw in here. And it comes. Centering pass is deflected wide by the Grizzlies. Rivas will try and clear it. He sends it to Fisher. Fisher sends it up the far side to Carson Arndt. And Carson sends one out of play into the bleachers. It'll be a throw in for Heights High. Coming with 14:30 remaining here in the first half. All tied up at 1. There's a shot blocked by the defense. Nice job, defense. This one goes all the way back to Chris Cooper. He'll pick it up and have a goalkeeper distribution. The wind has died down considerably since the game has started, and the rain has stopped. So everything is just wet. There's a long shot going wide left. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. This Grizzly goal kick is being brought to you by Emerson Bickens in Old Town at 808 East Douglas, our luncheon sponsor at the golf tournament each year. I want to thank Luis Lopez and his staff for their hospitality and their support of Grizzly soccer. Throw in coming now for Heights. Heights subs in a player. We're going to try something here. Bear with me for just a moment, folks, while I reach behind me. And that didn't appear to do any damage. We're going to leave the lights on. Faisal Arshad is the one who just subbed in for Heights. Heights bringing the ball up now. McMeekin clears it away. Goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Heights at about the 20. And Heights will sub in another player as they bring in Zaid Sabai, number 6. And Grizzlies bringing it up the field. What a job that time by Morales. He picked up 40 yards with it. Zane Visker goes back. He's going to let it go over the goal line where it'll be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. Now he will bring it up the near side. McMeekin loses it. And cleared out to center there where the Falcons get ahead on it. Rivas sees it go out of play. Heights is subbing in more players. Malik Siam and Jonathan Perez come back. I'm sorry, that's not Perez. That's Israel Anima. Both come in for Heights. Grizzlies do not have a lot of substitutions. They don't have a lot of players available on the bench. Not nearly so many as Heights does. On the bench right now, Guevara, Fincham, Garby, the goalkeeper, Emil Hagen, who I believe is still hurt, and Messi Ramos. This will be another throw in for Heights on the far side. Fincham getting loose, and so is Guevara, so they're both going to be coming back in here shortly. Here's a chance for Heights. Shot off the football crossbar. It'll be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. And Vegas Guevara will substitute in here. Let's see who he pulls off. McMeekin comes off. Good shift out there for the youngster. And this one, a long goal kick. All the way out to midfield. Nice job. This one goes out of play. It'll belong to Heights High on a throw in on the far side. They waste no time with it. And it comes. And a long one going deep. And this one crossing and going over the goal line. That should be a goal kick. It is a goal kick. This goal kick being brought to you by the Tom and Carla Lassiter family, longtime proud supporters of Grizzly soccer. Out to center. Here come the Falcons again. With some build-up going. Sam Mueller doing a nice job, though, to try to derail that. And now there's some hard work there by Zane Visker. A long one. Oh, my God, we dodged the bullet that time. And they're calling it a corner kick. I thought that went off the soccer crossbar, but after it was deflected by Chris Cooper. In either case, it's a corner kick for Heights on the far side. on the set piece. In the air it goes. Loose and score. Wow. We're going to have to give credit where credit is due on that one. Goal scorer on that one is Malik Siam. Heights leads 2-0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a number 1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Back live at Heights High, where the Grizzlies now trail 2-1 and have a goal kick. Clock running down towards 7 minutes. Heights wins it and brings it forward again. Morales with it for Northwest. Has a man draped all over him, pushes him down. It'll be a free kick for Northwest right in front of us. And looks like Sam Mueller will take it as they send everybody else forward, with the exception of goalkeeper Chris Cooper. And there's a long one into the penalty area, headed right back out there by Heights. Out to center it comes. Who's going to control it? Grizzlies do. And Vegas unable to keep it in. It goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for Heights, and here it comes right below us. This one goes in and out, and it'll be a turnover. Mueller will throw it in, and it's headed right back out. We'll turn it right back over. And now Heights throws it in. Gomez hustling back for it. And back to Chris Cooper. Goal kick coming for the Grizzlies. Out towards center. Fisker couldn't control it. Heights has it back. Trying to get some build-up going, and nice job by the defense of the Grizzlies to clear it to center. This one goes all the way back to Zach Wells, and they'll start their offense over again on the far side. Sliding tackle, trying to keep it in, unable to do so. This will be a throw-in for Northwest, and this could be big. 2-1, Grizzlies trail. 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And now Messi Ramos comes back in, and he will replace Tony Solis. Come on, Messi, get a goal here. There's one into the penalty area toward Guevara. Too far for him. Good hustle that time, though, by Messi. He's got it. Has a man draped all over him, and he can't contain it. And they're going to call a foul against Heights High here. Mueller trying to one-time it. There's a loose ball, and it goes wide right. It'll be a goal kick for the Falcons. Well, Grizzlies had a chance, had a bunch of guys in the goal area, but none of them could put a foot on it and put it home. And now they're saying that this is going to be a corner kick for Northwest. I'll take that call. Into the center it goes. Cleared out there by Heights to center. Good job by Gomez to catch up with that ball. Goes out of play. That'll be a throw-in for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies would love to get another goal here before halftime and tie this thing up. Mueller across to Caleb Blaine. Blaine forward to Visker. Let's get going, boys. On the far side, Rivas can't keep control of it. It'll turn it over on a throw-in. Here comes Heights High back with it now. Out of play. They'll throw it in again. And they do, and a nice job by Gomez to get back there and get it. Heights has it on the near side. Good centering pass. This is trouble. Shot and over the top of everything. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest, and the Grizzlies dodge another bullet. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. And at this point, I would normally be telling you to stay tuned at halftime for our halftime extravaganza. Don't have one. So we're going to take a break. We'll give you a couple of highlights, some information, and we're going to take a well-deserved rest here and let you relax as well. Get yourself something to eat and something to drink so you can watch the second half of what's been a pretty good contest here so far. Another goal kick for Northwest. Chris Cooper hands it off to Sam Mueller, who will take it. All the way out to midfield. Heights gets it, though. Kicks it out of play. Throw in Northwest. Heights trying to get another one before halftime. They had a 4-on-2 break for a moment. Grizzlies got back, though. Out of play it goes. It'll belong to Northwest. Oh, they called a foul, I guess. Sam Mueller puts one up high and deep. Nothing there but red shirts, though, but it'll be enough to kill the clock as we're inside 5 seconds to go now. And that'll do it. We are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, and your halftime score is Heights 2 and the Grizzlies 1. We'll be back in 30 seconds here. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. This is a mess here. Hang on a minute here, guys. Let's kill that one and do that one. We'll be back. This is Grizzlies boys soccer.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Back at Falcon Stadium, Kevin Arkin with you. It is halftime here at at Heights High. Grizzlies trail at halftime 2-1 in what has been a well-played soccer game. Each team has had plenty of chances here in the first half. Grizzlies have had less opportunities and have cashed on obviously one fewer than have the Falcons. So we're at halftime. What we're going to do here at halftime, for the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to kick it back and relax, Nothing to see, nothing going on the field. I'm going to rest my voice for a few minutes, and then we'll be back to talk about the second half and upcoming contests. Stay with us. Back at Falcon Stadium, Kevin Arkin with you live, where the Grizzlies trail 2-1 at halftime to Heights here in a greater Wichita Athletic League contest. I'm going to just give you a little bit about our upcoming games. First of all, we are home Thursday night against the Redskins of North High. That game was originally scheduled to be webcast. It will not be. There's no webcast of the North game on Thursday night, so you'll need to come out and watch us live. The next two games next week, both games will be webcast. We're on the road twice. We're going to go to Bishop Carroll on Tuesday, and we will be on the air at 6:45 with that game live. And then on Thursday, we're taking a road trip to Bishop Stadium in Manhattan, where we'll take on the Manhattan High School Indians. That game will be webcast, and it will actually be part of a webcast doubleheader. So we're going to be on the air with the JV contest a week from Thursday at 4:15 in the afternoon. JV will play at 4:30, and then we will go right from that to the varsity contest. It's all one program. You won't have to switch programs or anything like that. It'll all be together as one program next Thursday. One of my favorite events is the annual doubleheader road trip, and I am really looking forward to making that trip up there with the kids. That is scheduled for next Thursday, the 15th of October. So we're home this Thursday, and then we're on the road, and then we'll finish up the last week of this last two games of the season are both at home against Mays and East High, respectively. Teams are making their way back onto the field. The Grizzlies are going to kick off here in the second half. Grizzlies in their road whites with yellow trunks and blue numerals. They will play from left to right here in the second half. There is a modest breeze, nothing serious, and it is still raining. It's raining very, very lightly outside and has throughout most of the first half. Waiting on the signal from center referee Brian Bauer. And we're underway here in the second half of this contest. Grizzlies need to get a goal back here. And Morales goes down. They'll call a foul on Heights. Free kick here for the Grizzlies, and it looks like it's going to be taken there by, well, I thought Zane was going to take it. They're going to leave it for Sam Mueller to take. Right below us on the 40-yard line. And away we go. Ball's in the air towards Zach Wells, who corrals it for Heights and quickly distributes it forward. Here come the Falcons. And we have a whistle and a foul against Heights. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Couple of early breaks here for the Grizzlies. Let's see if they can take advantage. Rivas, I don't know what he was doing, but he gave it away. I think he was expecting something that wasn't there, and that was an easy goal on that defensive mistake by the Grizzlies. And 2 minutes in, or a minute and a half in, it's 3-1. Goal was scored by Malik Siam off the assist by Monty Al-Maliki. So Al-Maliki has 2 points in this contest. Come on. Come on, machine. You're supposed to run. Here we go. Heights with it again now on the far side. Rivas back there. He goes down in a heap, and a foul is called. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. And it's a good thing because they had us 2-on-1. Cooper sends it out towards center. Heights gets it back. Look for a centering pass. Oh, a nice defensive play that time by Gomez. Forcing a throw in from the near side. Gomez had him stride for stride that time. Into the air, headed away by the defense. Out towards center, and it's headed out by Heights. It'll be a throw in for Northwest, right in front of the Heights bench, which you can see a bit of there in your picture. Fincham holding it. He's going to give it off to Fisker. Fincham is holding his back. Not a good sign. Caleb Blaine. Out there also, number 20, Emil Hagen. Out there for his first shift of the night in a defensive mode. And we have a foul and a free kick coming, I believe, for Northwest. Nope, they're going to make him throw it. Out it goes. It'll belong to Heights on the throw-in. We'll do it all over again. Fincham heads it towards center. All the way across over there to Guevara. Vegas can't hang on to it, though. Some back and forth play in a real hurry on that exchange, folks. Now Heights sends one forward. Another good defensive play. Heights gets a free kick on the foul. Goes all the way back to Cooper. Cooper boots it and then falls on it. He'll have a goalkeeper distribution. That was a little dangerous. This one goes wide to the left. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. This Northwest goal kick is being brought to you by Aerotech Engineering, 5555 North, 119th Street West in Mays. Proud supporters of Grizzly soccer. We thank Aerotech Engineering for their support. Out of play, we have a throw in for Northwest coming. Carson throws it in. It goes past Vegas and right to a red shirt. And here comes Heights back now. This one's going to go all the way to the goal line. And is kicked over the goal line where it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Rainy, damp evening here in Wichita tonight. Anthony Solis comes back in for the Grizzlies, replacing Vegas. I'm sorry, he replaces Messi Ramos. It's hard to read the numbers from up here. I brought my binoculars tonight, and I can't use them because I can't use the binoculars and run the camera. Quite frankly, I can't do much of anything and run the camera. In fact, I really can't run the camera. But it's the best we've got. I miss the girls. Sorry they were both sick today. Grizzlies will have a throw in on the far side. 33 minutes remaining in the second half. Grizzlies down 3-1 to the homestanding Falcons. This one's going to go over the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for Zach Wells and company. This goal kick being brought to you by the law firm of Fleece and Gooing, Coulson and Kitch on the 19th floor of the Epic Center. Strong supporters of Grizzly soccer. Foul called. It'll be Grizzly free kick. Goes all the way to Wells. He'll have an easy goalkeeper distribution. He throws it, and he throws it out to midfield. Oh, that's not a... Evidently, they hadn't signaled it ready for play. We're going to do it over again. Mueller takes a long blast. This one goes out of play. It stays with Northwest. Fincham going to throw it in. Looking for some help. Sends it forward to Carson Arnott. Goes out again. We'll do it all over again here. Grizzlies have something going. This one out of play for a corner kick for Northwest. Grizzlies really have something going. Jack Fincham will take the corner for Northwest. A little bit of wind at his back. Into center, loose, chipped, and score! Grizzlies put it in. Fincham gets the assist. And the goal, I believe, is by Zane Visker. And that cuts the lead to 3-2. Heights kicks off again. Blaine over to Solis, and he's going to send it wide to Vegas, and it gets kicked out of play. That should be a Grizzly throw-in. Grizzlies have some momentum going here. Heights came in 7-1 on the season. And the Grizzlies have played with them all night. Played a very, very good game, have the Grizzlies. A couple of mistakes killed them. Of course, that's usually what happens. Hagan sends one forward. Blaine couldn't control it. Here comes Heights back with it. That one goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Northwest. Comes all the way back. Wells well out of his goal. All the way to the 30-yard line. Now he's back at the 20. He'll send one deep. And a chance here for Heights. This one goes out of play. It'll stay with the Falcons. And the Falcons will also substitute in a player here. Ethan Jensen will come in, the junior defender. And he will do the honors. Into the penalty area, headed right back out again by the defense of Northwest. 50-50 ball goes out of play. It belongs to Heights. Jensen throws it in again. Right in front of Chris Cooper, but he's there. He'll punt one towards center. Still loose. Morales sees it go out of play, but it will stay with Northwest, I believe. It will. Out of play one more time. We'll do it all over again over there. Solis sends it forward. Carson Arndt couldn't get a boot on it. Goes out of play. It stays with Northwest on the throw-in. And there's one centered, but nobody home. Way to keep it in. There's a blast and a save by Wells. Rebound. Oh, Visker couldn't get to it. Solis does, though. He gets a shot, goes off the defender. And it goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Heights High. A couple of good opportunities there for Northwest. Damian Corral and the home team should never have anybody on their in the game who's not on their roster, and they do now. So we can't tell you who came in. We want to take this moment to, as the ball goes out of play, want to send our appreciation, as always, to the athletic director here at Heights High, Mike Church. I have known Mike for over 20 years, and he is a class act and does a great job with the athletic program here at Heights. And we thank him for his hospitality, as always. Got a free kick coming here for Heights. Everybody kind of piled up around the 10-yard line. In the air it goes into the penalty area, loose on the ground, and what are we going to have, a shot and a score? No, offside. No goal on that one, folks. The flag is up on the far side. It will be a indirect free kick for Northwest, and the Grizzlies by a big break here. With 26:30 remaining in the second half. Grizzlies bring it up. Blaine sends it over to Fincham, but not strong enough, and the ball is easily intercepted. Here comes Heights High back with it now. A centering pass coming. There it is. A quick turn and a shot deflected off of the defense and cleared out to Carson Arndt at the 35. He sends it wide. Fincham now with it at the 40. He sends one up to Carson. Carson was held. And we're going to have a throw-in for Heights as they sub in a player. Diego Rodriguez comes in, the defender, freshman defender for Heights. Getting some playing time here against Northwest. There's the throw-in. At midfield, Sam Mueller sends it forward. Now this one gets by Gomez. And who's going to win this one? Got a 50-50 ball in the middle of the field here. Heights comes down with it. 3-on-3 come the Falcons. There's a, oh my gosh, crossing pass, Crossing pass, didn't connect. Boy, if it had, it would have been an easy goal. As such, it will be just a goal kick for Northwest. And again, the Grizzlies dodge a bullet. Fincham with it. Ball bouncing around there. Nobody's really got a possession on it. Headers by everybody. There's a missed header by two people. Sam Mueller has it, and he'll keep it on the ground as he sends it wide to the far side to Vegas. Vegas trying to split two defenders, does so. Here's a chance for the Grizzlies to get something going. And as the ball goes out, we're going to have a couple of substitutions here. First of all, Tyler Phipps comes in, the sophomore for Heights, and coming in for the Grizzlies, Trent Meekin comes back in, number 3, and he will replace, I think he replaced Guevara. Yes, Vegas takes a seat. And we're back at it here. We're home Thursday against North High, JV at 5 o'clock, and varsity at 7. No webcast Thursday. Come on out and cheer them on live. Zach Wells corrals that one with no problem. He'll bring it all the way out before he punts it. And out to center it comes. Actually, a very good punt. Here's a chance for Heights. On the wide side. I didn't understand the signal from Brian Bauer. I thought he was calling a foul, but they didn't stop play, so I guess I'm wrong. Heights controlling the ball for the moment. 22 minutes remaining here, second half. Grizzlies down 3-2. They've never led. And we have a tackle foul on Carson Arndt. He tackled Wells. And it will be a free kick for the Falcons. And it's taken away there by the Grizzlies. Carson tried to give and go, and it didn't work. Fincham can't get to it. Heights with it again. Bringing it up the near side. Deep in Grizzly territory. There's a centering pass wide open. There's a shot coming. And he couldn't get his foot on it. He had a wide open shot over there. Did Kobe Marth. There's a crossing pass. That's going to harmlessly come out of bounds. It will be a throw-in on the near side. As it crossed in front of the flag. Heights getting ready to sub in a new line here. There's a shot. Cooper the save. And he'll have a goalkeeper distribution. No harm there. Sam Mueller intercepts that pass and sends a long one for Carson Arndt to give chase to, but Wells gets there first. He's going to kick it forward. Fincham sees it go out of play off of his foot. It'll be a throw-in for Heights. They're going to sub players. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This portion of today's webcast is brought to you in part by Dugan and Garreau, attorneys at law, 940 North Tyler Road, Wichita. By Gecko Painting, Incorporated. Danny and Grizzly alum Stacy Higgins, now of Olathe, Kansas, are proud supporters of Grizzly Nation and webcasts on the Internet. And by Regional Contractors, 1313 North Webb Road. We thank all of our sponsors for their proud support of Grizzly Soccer.
Back underway here at Heights High, the Grizzlies with the ball at the moment. Subbing in were Faisal Arshad and Malik Siam and Monty Al-Maliki. Al-Maliki. Those three subbed in during the break. You didn't miss a thing, folks. Stoppage of play there on the far side. Looks like it's going to be a free Is it a free kick or a throw-in? It is a throw-in for the Falcons. In front of the goal, rolling around dangerously, but then cleared out to center. Heights trying to corral it again, and they are unable to do so. Oh, they do so, excuse me. We have critters crawling on the camera. I may have to turn the lights off back in here. We have a whistle, and now a stoppage of play. I do not know what's going on. We'll find out here. Oh, we have an injured player for the Falcons, hobbling off, and it's Al Maliki, their sophomore midfielder and leading scorer, who's gingerly limping his way over toward the sideline. We certainly hope that young man is not hurt. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he's done for the night. Grizzlies trying to sub a player, and yes, Vegas will get to come back in. I don't know who subbed in for Al Maliki. I was occupied. But after this all gets settled again, we will resume play with 18 minutes to go. And the throw-in comes in. Loose ball on the ground. Now the Heights Falcons have it. They chip one in front of the goal. This is dangerous. And finally kicked out of play by Emil Hagen, where it will be a throw-in for Heights High. This is a school we could see again come playoff time, as both of these schools are 5A this year. Found out just last night there have been some changes. Some teams have moved up and down. And one of the bigger surprises for me, anyway, was that Great Bend, which has been 5A forever, will be 4A next year. They've gotten smaller. And we were just in Great Bend a week ago for football with the football webcast. Hope you get a chance to see some football. The Grizzly football, the other side, shot out the crossbar. Holy moly. And what are they calling? Offside. Grizzly football team is mighty good this year. And all of those games can be found. All the links to those games can be found on NWHS Grizz. NWHS Grizz. Join Shane Monroe and Nick Butler and myself. Friday night, we will be at Stryker Field to take on the Crusaders of Cape and Mount Carmel in a City League football contest. So we invite you to tune in and watch it. The football webcasts are totally a production of the interactive media class at Northwest, which is taught by Shane Monroe. And I'm going to tell you, those kids do a good job. We had a crew of 5 there, with the 3, not counting the 3 of us. Last Friday night for homecoming, they did a great job. If you haven't seen the webcast and were not at the game, check it out. Go to NWHS Grizz. Pardon me. Let me start over. NWHS Grizz. And check out last Friday's game. The podcast is up. It's the first thing you'll see. And Cooper, nice job. Get to that ball. They'll have a goalkeeper distribution. And he sends it out to center, where Heights High gets it right away. Sam sends it forward. Grizzlies may have something cooking on the far side, and we have a major league trip. And they called advantage. No foul, no whistle anyway. They called advantage on the foul. Turns out we lost it. There's a shot wide left. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Coming with 15 minutes remaining in the contest. Grizzlies down 3-2. They're going to sub in a player here for the Falcons is Kobe Martha is going to come in. And he will replace Jonathan Perez, who comes out. One of the advantages of having the teams on the same side of the field as the press box is that you can see the numbers a lot better when they come in to sub. That's why I really brought the binoculars in anticipation that they would be on the other side. Grizzlies waiting to take the goal kick here. And they finally do. Back to Sam in the middle. Nice give and go that time. Caleb Blaine sends one forward. Fincham was in the wrong spot, unfortunately. Now Hagan passes it nicely into the center circle for McMeekin. But Heights gets it back, and they'll send it all the way back to Cooper. He'll punt it, or he'll do what he just did and lay it out there for Hagan. On the far side, that's going to go out of play in front of the sellout crowd. Not a lot of folks here tonight because it's raining. You can see if you can see them, the umbrellas are out. So it is still raining very lightly. If you'd been here during the JV game, it came down in buckets. I mean in buckets. And I missed getting soaked walking up here to the press box probably by 2 minutes. I'm not walking very fast these days. And just on a personal note, if you've seen me walking the place with a cane, yes, I am walking with a cane. I had an MRI on my right knee yesterday, expecting the results tomorrow, and I fully expect that the result will be surgery. I believe I have a major meniscus tear that I suffered while I was walking a week ago Saturday. Took 3 steps in the wrong direction, the knee went out, and boom, down I went. Okay, enough of that. Here's some substituting for Heights High as Gallo comes in, along with Damian Corral and their number 20, who is not on our roster. He's not on the JV roster either, so he is the unknown player. There's a loose ball in front, cleared out by the Grizzlies. Can they maintain possession? Right now, the answer is no. Heights with it. I will say the team gets better every game. I think that they have improved so much since the beginning of the season as a team. They've just got to be able to finish the games. And that one is intercepted. Sam Mueller back there with it now. He'll send one forward. Unfortunately, to a red shirt. This one goes all the way back. That's going to be a goal kick. Yepers, it is. This Grizzly goal kick brought to you by the Best Western Wichita North Hotel and Suites in Park City, 53rd Street and the Canal Route. You could probably walk there from here. Glad to have them as sponsors of Northwest Soccer. Falcons with it. Grizzlies take it away. Now Falcons have it again. And we have a whistle. And a goal kick for Northwest. I lost sight of the ball. Apologies. Time really not a factor yet, but it'd be nice to see the Grizzlies get a goal. Vizger comes in and Vegas comes out. Vegas has been nursing an injury as well, so he's been in and out all night. Caleb Blaine to Solis, and now all the way back to Zach Wells, who will corral it and be able to pick it up if he so chooses. And he does so choose. Dishes it out on the near side. Now we have a foul called. I think they're calling a pass back on Northwest. Indeed they are. A rare call, but it is correct. He was passed to him by the foot of a teammate, and he picked it up with his hands, which he cannot do. So it's an indirect free kick for Heights, and they're placing the ball. It's where the goalie touched it is where the foul is. Right at the top of the goal area. Holy cow. And the Grizzlies are going to send 10 guys forward. Oh, no, it isn't. I'll take it back. It's on the 5-yard line on the football field. I thought that was awfully far back. But that's where the players are, is at the top of the goal area. Here's the kick coming. Indirect. It's been touched and blocked. Nice job blocking that one, Carson Arndt. Andrew Fisher will throw it in for Northwest, and that was a huge, huge play, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have a whistle. And what do we have now? I don't understand what's going on here. We have a foul called, I guess. I missed it. Sam Mueller will get a free kick from the 28. In the air it goes, all the way back to the 20. Heights with it for the moment. Caleb Blaine stuffs that one and wins it. Now here comes Carson with a chance, and he's offside. Had something going. Carson got caught offside. It'll be a free kick for Heights High, coming with 7.5 remaining here in the second half of this contest. Passing it forward on the near side. Caleb Blaine to Fisher. Ball bouncing between teams here at the moment. Morales gets it for the Grizzlies, trying to get it to Carson. And this one's going to go all the way back to Cooper. Well, the young sophomore learned a lesson tonight. This throw-in will be handled by Heights on the far side of the field. Heights subbing in 2 players as Vitella comes in, number 4, and Ramirez, number 13. Into the air it goes. Big chip forward. And a nice job by Hagan to clear it out. Here come the Grizzlies now. Let's keep that ball. Heights gets it back. It's going to go all the way over the goal line. This will be a goal kick for Northwest. Marquise Collins, number 22, comes in for Northwest. His first shift of the night, and he will replace Tony Solis. In the air it goes, out to center. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Heights getting it. They send it forward. We got lucky. Forward slipped on that one. On the wet turf. Enrique Morales to Blaine. Beckgiven, go to Morales. Come on, Kike, let's go. Here's Carson with it. Sending it back to Andrew Fisher. Andrew sends one across. It's intercepted but not enough. Carson Arndt with it again, sends one forward. Morales trying to center one. He was trying to get it to Sam Mueller, who was cheating up. I'm sorry, that was Zane Bisker, excuse me. Now Sam has it. Trying to get it to Zane, bounding around out there. Collins with it. Sends it over on the near side to Fisher. Fisher, a weak shot. Easy save that time by Zach Wetta. And it will be a goalkeeper distribution. Well, the Grizzlies had something going. Now we need to do it again. Hagan can't get ahead on it. It's headed forward by the Falcons, and Cooper comes out to save the day. Hagan makes another nice defensive play. Fisher is going to get called for the foul. No, he was the victim. The sellout crowd doesn't necessarily agree with that call. And now it's raining a little harder here. That one goes all the way through. Is it going to go out of play? It is going to be out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Falcons. And the Falcons substitute a player, and it's Al Maliki coming back in. And it's good to see him back in there. He limped off earlier, you may recall. So glad to see he's not seriously injured. 3 minutes to go now, and time is a factor. Grizzlies need to score. This one goes all the way back to Zach Wells. And he finally picks it up when he gets pressured by Collins. On the far side. Heights has something cooking. Here's a shot over everything. It'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Substitutions coming in as Al Maliki comes in. Also coming back in is Rivas. I think he was subbing back in. He may have already been in there and just moved into that spot to confuse me. Here's one. This is going to go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Heights High. Now Heights will sub in a player. They'll sub in Israel Anima. Israel Anima. And the clocks are not going to be sequential, and I will explain why. In fact, I'm going to stop our clock altogether. There is a new rule this year, and it's a good one. It's an anti-stalling rule. If it's in the last 5 minutes of the second half, and you have the lead, and you sub, the clock stops. And that's to prevent you from excessively stubbing just to burn the clock up while you're subbing. So every time Heights subs here now, the clock will stop. So just to give it to you, we have a minute and a half to go. Free kick coming for the Grizzlies. It's a long one, rejected there by Heights, back out towards center. Caleb Blaine giving chase over there. And he's got it. Give and go back to him. Nice pass forward. Nobody there, though. And here comes Heights back with it. Now a nice one. Nice defensive play there by Gomez. There's a long one. Intercepted by Mueller. Defense has played a pretty good game tonight. Even though they gave up 3 goals, and 2 of them probably were big mistakes. They still played well. They improve every game. This one's offside, and it will be a free kick for Heights with 36 seconds remaining now, and this could just pretty much do it. Wells taking his time, and now he launches it out to center. Heights controlling it, and that's what they need to do to burn up clock. Now they kick it out of play, and that'll do it. We're final, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score tonight, Grizzlies drop one here, 3-2 to the Falcons. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, come back and wrap all this up. So stay with us, and we'll tell you what's coming up next. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Kevin Arkin back with you at Heights High School, where tonight the Grizzlies fall 3-2 to the Falcons. The Falcons go to 8-1. Grizzlies 2-8-1 now. And yes, they did not win tonight, but they played a great game, and they are improving every game. And I think we're just a lick and a chop away from getting into that winning streak that we so need to get ready for the playoffs, which start in 2 weeks. Once again, to recap the schedule for you, home Thursday against North, 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock games, not webcast. The webcast information is incorrect. We will not be webcasting on Thursday. Next week, we're webcasting them both. We'll be at Bishop Carroll on Tuesday for a City League contest, and then we go to Manhattan on Thursday. Thursday will be a doubleheader beginning at 4:15 with Coach's pregame show with Austin Clifton. And then that will be followed by the JV contest, which will immediately be followed by the varsity contest. It all starts next Thursday at 4:15. So please join us live from Manhattan. Until we talk to you next week, hope we see you Thursday at home. Otherwise, we'll see you next Tuesday from Bishop Carroll. Once again, Grizzlies fall tonight 3-2 from Falcon Stadium. I'm Kevin Arkin saying have a pleasant good evening.